I want to thank all of the advocates who are here, most especially Wayne Pacelli, who is not only a great personal friend, but also a model of leadership in this cause of humaneness to animals and care for human beings. I remember very, very well, vividly, February 16th of 2009. Stamford is my hometown. I know the area where this mauling occurred, and I know the police of Stamford who were fearful because of incidents before this tragic attack. They were fearful because they encountered this animal in the back seat of Sandra Harold's car. They had to find the animal after it escaped. It was a classic instance of a ticking time bomb that could have been prevented. That's what is so desperately tragic and horrific about the mauling and attack that occurred. It could have been stopped. That's why we're here today. That's why Charla Nash's courage and strength is so very important and profoundly moving for me. In the wake of that tragedy, I advocated and helped pass a measure in Connecticut that forbids the possession of non-human primates as pets. But Connecticut remains vulnerable to animals that may be brought into our state. Enforcement of our state law is more difficult because of the absence of a national law, exactly like the one that we're advocating. Non-human primates should not be sold or traded anywhere in the United States because they are unsafe to humans and they cannot be humanely cared for. As the sign says, wildlife should be kept in the wild. Wildlife, like non-human primates, cannot be kept safely in people's home because they are wild. That's their instinct. That's what they are. And they cannot be safely kept as pets. That's the reason that there have been hundreds of attacks and biting of humans, 270 since 1990, 86 to children. That's why law enforcement routinely advocates these kinds of laws, because they're the ones who have to go after animals that escape. And that's why advocates of humane treatment of animals are in favor of this law. It is a bipartisan proposal in the Senate, as it should be in the House as well, and in the Congress. This proposal makes reasonable exemptions for certain kinds of uses of non-human primates. It is eminently sensible for us to pass this kind of law. And I come back to the chimp that did such horrific damage to Charla Nash, weighing hundreds of pounds, complex, intelligent, immensely powerful. Once the attack began, it could not be stopped. The chimp was eventually destroyed. The kind of tragedy that resulted in this life-transforming injury to Charla should happen to no one else. Non-human primates kept as pets are ticking time bombs. They cannot be kept safely to human beings and humanely to the animals, and therefore this ban is good for wildlife as well as for humans. And I'm very proud to have advocated this measure for Connecticut. Charla Nash's fate has gripped and riveted the state of Connecticut since this grievous injury occurred, and hopefully now it may build momentum for a measure whose time has come. Thank you.